Well, you guys, I am a powerful man. I have the power to make it rain when I want to. That's right. I cut my hay last weekend, and guess what is rolling in here on Monday? We were supposed to get some rain. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to handle this. That's what we're talking about today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. So basically, I have a couple of options here, and really what I do is going to depend on where the hay is at right now. So before we make any decisions, we need to drive over to the field, check on the hay, see where we're at, and go from there. You ready to go? Let's go. I hope that the audio is going to be okay on this video. To be honest with you guys, I'm kind of running around like a chicken with my head cut off right now, trying to get everything lined up to just sort of be prepared for whatever may happen. So I didn't take the time to grab microphones, stuff like that, but it's not too windy today, so I think you should be able to hear me all right. But yeah, we'll run over to the hayfield right now. Basically, we're looking at a couple of different options. The first option, which would be the most preferred, is that we get over there to check and we realize that the last couple days of 90+ degree weather has dried the hay and it's ready to bale tomorrow. I kind of doubt that's going to be the case. More realistically, what I'm hoping for is that the light rows on the east side of the field might be cured and I won't have to rake them. And then the heavy rows on the west side of the field where all the hay was laying down, kind of doubting those are going to be cured, but thinking maybe if I can rake them tomorrow, maybe they'll be ready to bale by Sunday. Typically, I don't rake this hay, and I really don't like to rake it for a couple reasons. Number one, once you rake it, you lose a lot of your color and sort of your quality, so the value goes down. And number two, once you rake those windrows, they're so big that they don't really feed into the baler that great, and it'll make baling it take a little bit longer. But I would rather have that happen than have them get rained on and then have to rake them. All right, we are here, so let's dig through a couple of these windrows and check things out. All right, I got a nice big windrow here, so let's flip it over and kind of see what we got. When you're checking to see if the hay is ready, what you're doing is looking for these little knuckles in the stalks. And if those break like that one did, that means the hay is cured. So like that one there, that's a good sign. When I check hay, I'm trying to look for the thickest one that I think would be the most problem. Like that one there is soft still, but a certain percentage of soft knuckles is okay. All right, I checked a few more spots out here, and surprisingly, a lot of this stuff is ready to bale, which this is the best part of the field. If we were going to have any luck, it would be here. So what I need to do now is to go over to the worst part of the field and see what that looks like. Right here, I've got a monster windrow. I can tell that the hay was laying down here. This would be the spot in the field that would be least likely to be cured. So let's go ahead and flip it over, see what we've got here. I mean, the color here really looks good. But yeah, we'll just check these knuckles. That one popped, which is good. That one popped. Wow, I can't believe this. I think this hay is ready to bale. And like I say, I always try to find the biggest one that would be least likely to be cured, and when those are mostly popping, you can pretty well be sure that the rest of the little ones are cured too. I mean, I just keep digging through these heavy rows trying to find what, I mean, even that big one there, it's a little soft, but it's not terrible. It's still really got good color, so I think I can quit checking. I think my decision's been made. So the final decision out here is that I think this hay is ready to bale, which I am completely surprised by. Usually it doesn't cure this fast, but we did have some north wind and some really hot days, so I think those two things combined is what it took to dry this out. These really heavy rows, once in a while I can find some soft stems. That's not a huge deal because I've still got 3 days to get this baled. So I'm gonna start in the light stuff where it's definitely cured, and then by tomorrow evening I can be moving into this heavy stuff that still needs another day or so to dry, and it'll get that day, and hopefully things will be good. Well guys, I'm very pleased. This turned from a, you know, the sky is falling kind of video to let's go fire up the baler and get started. So I first have to run Sadie home because she's riding around with me and she probably is ready to eat her dinner and doesn't want to sit in the back of the truck all night. And then I'm gonna come back out here and get started. I know that this video is a lot shorter than most of the other ones, and it's not really the type that you guys are used to. And I actually had something completely different planned for tonight's video, but that's just kind of how life happens on the farm. When stuff's got to be done, it's got to be done. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, and on Tuesday look for a video about baling hay. I know it's going to be really difficult to see, but we actually made really good progress tonight. But I think I'm going to call it because the dew is starting to set in, and it's midnight right now, and I have to wake up in a few hours and go to work. So this is probably a good place to quit. Thanks for hanging out in the field with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.